Today's video, we're going to be going over mindset and belief within oneself. We're not going to really go into particular about a specific career field, but we will just talk about embarking on a new career or making a transition. And I think what a lot of people mistake in making those changes is following, blueprints that have been established by people who haven't really thought about asking different questions. Now, there's a tried and tested model to pretty much do about everything in life that's been accomplished. But what about the things that haven't been accomplished, or the ways in which something's been pursued? If you don't really know what questions you're not asking, you don't really know how to find the answers you didn't know you needed. So I think a big thing in general for anybody who's aspiring to be something great or to pursue something that is of risk is that traditional means are not meant for extraordinary people. You must break down doors that didn't even exist. You must remove things that seem to be permanently fixed just to get where you need to go and progress. The life you ultimately want to live is not really decided by somebody else in their vision of what should be accomplished or what can be accomplished. Really, it's within yourself. And whether you think you can or can't, you're probably right. You're probably right in thinking that. Because whatever your brain projects as the reality that at that given moment is how you're going to operate. If I'm a professional athlete and I go up to the plate, let's say in baseball, and I think to myself, I'm going to strike out, then I'll probably strike out. If I go and get the ball in football and think to myself, I might fumble, I'll probably fumble. If I think to myself in soccer or, I'm going to go miss the goal, and you'll probably miss the goal. And you can apply that to a bunch of other different aspects in your life. But the key thing to take away here is in any career pursuit, anything that you're embarking on, any journey that you want to go down to make yourself better or change the scenery, there are many ways to go about it. And there's ways that have been proven, tried, and tested. Your job's to ask the questions that aren't being asked to find the answers you didn't know were there. And in doing that, you will find success that you didn't know you could achieve, and also prove yourself and others wrong. I've been told too many times that you got to do it this way and you got to put in this many years and you got to go approach it from this point of view. But why? Why do I have to do what you've done and the person done before you and before them? Why do I have to follow that route? What options, what possibilities are we not really clearly looking at here? It comes down to limiting beliefs a lot of the time, and you want to back away and you want to move and hide, shield yourself from what is reality. And that's a shame. I think too many people discourage themselves from the prowess of others and how they gatekeep in a way that detracts people from adding or contributing to what is already a vibrant community, if that, or maybe if it's not, if it's a very strict and dark and gloomy environment, maybe they can shine light and clean things up. Everybody's got something to contribute, and if you lock the door and don't let them be a part of that because you want them to go on some weird treasure hunt to get where they would eventually end up, then you miss out on somebody who is someone who can contribute something. It starts within yourself. You can listen to others for advice, and it's great. Get opinions from everybody. Get knowledge from anyone. Now curate that knowledge specifically to help you get where you need to go, because you're figuring out what hasn't been asked. You're finding answers that never have been revealed. So in that pursuit, you are extraordinary and you must think extraordinary. And if you follow traditional means, then you are ordinary in that sense. To wrap up, in life, from what I've experienced, just because someone says you cannot do something doesn't make it impossible. Or just because somebody says it hasn't been done before doesn't mean it's impossible. You have to go make it possible. You'll be the person who breaks that mold and give others hope in pursuing ideas they have in your lane that they were too afraid to try. And that's where you make the difference. That's where you'll be an outlier and you'll make impact that'll live long beyond your existence currently. And I think that's what we all strive for in legacy. But it's all, like I said, mindset. Mindset, growth. Think you will, not I can't. Think you must, not you won't. Be sure in everything you do, even if you're not. But being confident and failing is better than being unconfident or incapable in feeling and failing. Because that is where you'll find the true and deepest cuts. But if you fail with confidence, then you learn and there's growth. Just put yourself out there. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. Screw them. What do they know? Just be willing to put in the work, put your head down, and say, I am the man. I'm going to do the damn job. And no one's going to tell me any different. And that's a fact.